Jim's Tragic Ending to 2017. By Jim Rosenthals. Hi, I'm Jim. Jim Rosenthals. All my life I've been told I'm a drunk. I never believed that saying and I always denied the fact that I am one. So this New Year's Eve I wanted to prove to everybody that I am a drunk. I wanted to show them all how much I am capable of drinking. As most of the town of Austin knew, on this wonderful night, I was throwing a class of 91 feet high school reunion at the Hiawatha Bar. I show up to the bar at 3 p.m. drunk already. I was really trying to prove a point to my classmates that I am not in the minor league, rather that Jim is the real deal, a roving stallion. I start tipping back a few drinks. Smoke a few joints maybe. I drink by myself until about 10 p.m. That's 7 hours of drinking. Supposedly I had passed out at 8. People say that I was on top of the pool table, with my pants off and my buttocks showing. My good friends from my graduating class end up showing up and I'm passed out. This old boy that I used to kick it with, Scooter, walks up to me and slaps me a few times. I guess I wasn't waking up. He knew I didn't stand a chance and he didn't want to see me like this in front of all my friends. He ends up dumping cocaine in front of my nose. Scooter says that as soon as he did that I must have smelt it and I blew all that was there just like that. I got off that pool table, zipped my pants up and ran for the door. Saw a douchebag from high school walking in and I laid a deadly blow to his face and ran out of the bar and to my vehicle. I got in, started my vehicle and instantly put the pedal to the floor. Slid for the first 50 yards with the ass end swinging side to side. I end up driving to my uncle's house, Justin. I start banging on his door and he isn't coming. I could tell he was home as well. I run to my truck and grab a 30-feet chain. Hook that sucker up to my hitch and the other end to the door or my cousin's house. I drive off and rip that door right off. I then run into his house and he's watching a movie with his family right there in the living room. I tell him that he never had time for his cousin Jim. I pull down my pants and I start shitting right on his hardwood floor. As Justin is telling me that this is exactly why he never spends time with me. Their family is all sharing a fuzzy blanket. I grab that blanket and wipe my ass. Throw it back at them and I run to my truck. Threw that door in the bed of my truck and headed off. I was so pissed that my cousin acted so rudely towards me. I figured it was just better to go back to the Hiawatha. I get to the Hiawatha, and then I get a call. It's a caller from my Twitter page. They say they need a DD. I tell them I'm not that drunk and that I'll need to drink more before I come pick them up, but that I will be there. So I reach under my seat and grab my bottle of Jim Beam. I polish that bitch off and I'm off to the races. I'm swerving all over town. I drive right past the police station and man oh man was I scared. I end up making it to this person's point of position. I tell these two boys to hop on in. We start driving and they tell me where they need to go. They told me about some high school party. Sounded lame and I say, you know what boys? How about you come party with the high rollers at the Hiawatha? Those boys' eyes lit up with the utmost amount of excitement. They agreed to come. We are driving back to the Hiawatha and a police turns on his sirens and is right behind me. I pull over and I get out of my truck. The officer tells me to put my hands in the air and get on the ground. I put my hands in the air and slowly bent my knees, as if I was about to get on the ground. But I quickly reached into the bed of my pickup truck and grabbed that door that I ripped off my cousin's house. I hold the door like a shield in front of me and I charge the officer. I end up knocking the officer unconscious. I steal his pistol and I leave the scene. Back to the Hiawatha we go. We get to the Hiawatha. I walk in with the two kids. We start just slamming drinks, one after another. I got those boys so juiced up. I end up going into the bathroom with some old loser from high school and we smoke a joint in there. I walk out of the bathroom and everyone is watching TV. And on the screen there's a video of me beating that officer unconscious. It then showed the suspect's face. It was a picture as such. Headlines were super exaggerated and made me sound like a bad person. So everybody in the bar looks at me and knows that that is me. The whole class of 91 feet swarms me. I grab that kid that rode with me. I pull out the pistol that I had earlier stolen from the officer. I hold the kid hostage and stand next to the door as everyone is froze. Police end up arriving to the scene. I have the kid hostage. Police are telling me to drop the weapon. I end up letting the kid go and he runs towards the police. I make a break for it in the back. I ended up making it away from the police. And here I am now, hiding from the police. Happy New Year's everybody.